Well, Assalamu alaikum and good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. On behalf of NEDAC organizing team, I would like to warmly welcome all of you and thank you for taking the time to hear. The purpose of this session is to just discuss about some experiences from expert we have Umair Siddiqui on the SAP S for HANA, and which we believe is very relevant and highly applicable in the industry. So the webinar is organized as part of our ongoing professional development initiatives, where our goal is to connect community with industry experts and with other leaders. Just a quick housekeeping, like we say to you, that please keep your microphone muted throughout the session. And if you have any questions, kindly post them in the chat so our team reply you immediately. And please select question will be your all question will be added by our team of TSN system. So the today's speakers are three actually, and who lead by Umair Siddiqui. So Umair is a seasonal professional with strong experience on SAP and his transformation of this, and maybe you can discuss with him about what a different thing he can present. I'm just summarize what he have experienced. Over the years, Umair has led and contributed the multiple initiatives involving system implementation, transformation, programs, optimization, and so on. In addition of his professional work, he passionate about knowledge transfer, sharing, and mentoring. So I would like to request Umair, please come on floor and start your presentation. Thank you.
First of all, thank you. Thanks, Aleem Saab and NEDAC team to give us an opportunity to deliver this webinar on SAP S for HANA digital transformation. And you have very much, I'm thankful to you that you have briefly explained about myself, that what I'm doing now. I will take you. Our webinar is structured and organized in such a way. I'll give you the first overview about SAP S for HANA, and then I will hand it over to Maria Malik, who will be explaining about the functionalities and all those things. And then on the technical solution designing and architect purpose, Ibrahim will explain in detail about all those things. So let's move forward about SAP S for HANA. It's our webinar will proceed. First, we will give you about SAP introduction, SAP deployment option, and the solution, what solutions SAP is offering, and customer success stories, and definitely the AI. AI is also integrated with SAP, and how AI is going to facilitate the business and the development and business development enterprise solutions. So, what is a ERP software? First, I would like to give you tell you about the SAP ERP software. ERP is basically an application to help the business to run it smoothly and bring the efficiencies in the business instead of recording each and every transactions. For example, I'll give you an example that in the business of automobile, FMCG, home appliance, in any industry where there are a lot of transactions are happening, like automobile is selling the parts from the vendors, purchasing the parts from the vendor, selling the vehicles to the customer, and during that period, during that sale and purchase, there is also a production process where they are manufacturing those vehicles, assembling those vehicles, and fixing all those parts. So all such operations are recorded in any application, and that application we call it ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning Application, where in this ERP application we record to whom we issue the purchase order, on to whom we have either we receive the inventory or not, or if inventory is received, either it is in a good condition or not, or rejected from the QA department. So these are all transactional activities. And on the other side, after sales service, CRM is also the part of it. It helps us to give the clear picture of our application, of our product, that how our market is responding and how our product is performing in the market, what's the feedback of the customer. And then at the maintenance or manufacturing, where when the product is when the vehicle is assembling or manufacturing in the production facility, so what are the defects the production team is facing. So all such informations are recorded in any ERP application. The other part is the hiring and the recruitment process, the salary, the payroll, salary disbursement of all the employees, they are contractual, permanent, or daily wages. So all those things are we perform all these transactions in any ERP application. Now the ERP, there are different ERP softwares available in the market, like Oracle NetSuite, Microsoft Dynamics, Info, Acumatica, Cloud ERP, Odoo, along with SAP. SAP is basically leading the market and leading the industry in North America, where in the other major sector is oil and gas. In the oil and gas sector, you find SAP is a major ERP which is implemented in this industry. So they are the users. So if you choose SAP to learn about the SAP, so you have got a wide opportunity to get the job. Means you have an option to join any oil and gas sector. You have a opportunity to join any home appliance industry like Philips, for example, or you can join automobile industry like Toyota, Nissan, and they are using SAP or any other Oracle NetSuite ERP. In ERP, there are two components. There are two roles which you can opt it. One is the business side or the functional consultant. The functional consultant is basically responsible to gather the requirement, to understand the business processes and then map into the SAP application. And the other side is the technical. Those guys who are technical resources are responsible to write down the code or to write down the reports, develop the procedures and automations and controls implement controls in the application. For example, I must say that we want a three-way invoice matching. If vendors submit an invoice, it should be matched from the three different aspects. So these are the things. These are the areas which our technical and the functional resources are performing. So now comes to our main topic. First, I give you an ERP overview. Now the SAP introduction. SAP is basically founded in 1972 by five IBMers. In fact, I said they developed an application which they call it SAP. And with the passage of time, now it's leading in the market. SAP is basically a Germany-based product. They had office in Waldorf. And around after 50 years, they are leading the entire industry. As what SAP to SAP, basically, it's providing an end-to-end enterprise solution, end-to-end enterprise operations, means finance, procurement, HR, supply chain, or customer services. We can perform all transactions of those functions in SAP, and management can see the activities or the performance of the business, or can see where they have to bring in which area they bring efficiency to make efficiencies in the business. For example, in the maintenance side, they can see which machine is continuously going down, or they are facing frequent failure in any specific machine. Not only this, why it matters from ERP pioneers. Initially, it released R2, it's released 2, and then R3, and now it moves to SAP S for HANA. HANA is basically HANA. It's basically a database that's owned by SAP. Previously, they were using Oracle as a database. Now they have developed their own database, which is in-memory computing or real-time processing. They have SAP HANA is also capable of AI and machine learning driven insights, AI learning capabilities, first cloud-based and integrated-based platforms. Currently, they have around 230 millions in cloud users, 100 plus enterprise solutions, and largest enterprise cloud portfolio. So this is all about SAP, and SAP gets around 84% of the total globals. So that's the overview of ERP which I have given it to you. Now I'll hand it over to Maria Malik to give the brief introduction and to give you the insight of the SAP functional area. Now it's up to you, Maria.
A lot of delayed reporting, because at the end of the day, we're trying to achieve that. Now, SAP is helping us better manage complex business processes by giving the employees of different departments easy access to those real-time insights across the enterprise. It accelerates their workflows, it improves their operational efficiency, it raises effectively their productivity and saves a lot of time. Just in a nutshell, to tell you how grand the SAP scale is, it has over 109,000 employees from 157 countries, 34 billion plus total revenue from financial year 2024, 300 million plus subscribers in cloud user base, 100 plus different development locations worldwide. Then it's the sustainability rating, or the MSCI ESG rating, is AAA, which is good to have. And it's in the top 5% of organizations that are going green. If I'm talking about customers, SAP customers generate about 84% of total global commerce, which shows how deeply SAP is embedded in the economy. 98% of the world's 100 largest companies are SAP customers, and 97 of the 100 greenest companies also run SAP systems. Additionally, 85 of the largest companies use SAP S for HANA. And it's important that SAP is not just for large companies. Around 80% of its customer base is small and medium-sized enterprise businesses, which shows how flexible and scalable the solutions are. Moving on to the next question, when you're trying to understand what SAP has, it's okay, we understand what it is. How do we deploy it? Basically, it provides you multiple options because it understands that your users can work with different application or different, let's say, styles of working, not applications. So for some customers, the best way to go is an on-premise model, which is very common. You have the license and the software is installed in your own data center, as opposed to cloud, where the customer would rent the software for a certain period of time, and SAP would deploy the software on their own data centers. Then if somebody doesn't want that, then they go hybrid, in which they provide both on-premise and then on cloud. Why that is? Because they can still save some money, but they can still have some autonomy on how to run the applications and how to run the softwares by going half cloud or somewhat cloud and somewhat on-premise in their applications. And then finally, it also gives the users the mobile devices access on on-premise or cloud applications, which wasn't the case previously. Now, talking about what solutions specifically SAP can provide, what I mean when I say that it's an enterprise resource platform. We have the very basic, which is the finance-led administration. So a company is doing not a lot, but they have basic functions. For example, procure to pay, order to cash, record to report. What those are? Procure to pay and order to cash is your end-to-end supply chain process, from procurement to selling. So from the process of buying your raw material, producing something, and then selling it and getting the money. And at the end, the most crucial one in this is in this type of solution is the finance one, because finance is integrated uh, inside of procure to pay and order to cash. It assimilates within those solutions and gives you the reporting that you require at the end. Your period and closing, financial accounting, and reporting tasks, and other things that you require. But that is the base model. What you can have on top is for service-centric industries. I'll give an example of a consultancy where you also have to do some pre-sales. You have to plan what you're going to do. There's staffing. There's also project planning because it's a service-based industry. You also need to be mindful of that. And then finally, you're billing the client. So SAP offers a solution for service-centric industries. And then finally, something for product-centric industries where you have idea to market, procure to pay, plan to fulfill, and order to cash. These are different, let's say, levels of solutions within the product-centric industries. One thing to know is that even if you have something on top, the base finance-led administrative ERP would still be there because those are important processes that you need in any of these industries or for any of these solutions. Then a little more detail about this is that we have financial management, but we also have human capital management. For example, with human capital, it's not just hiring and firing, for which, by the way, SAP also has modules. It's also paying labor, paying managers, paying directors, how the holidays work, how the calendars work. Then you have the business network. Then you have supply chain management, your spend management, which is your expense recording, or if you're a service industry, we have a lot of let's say expenses that relate to our own staff, meaning they're flying somewhere to implement, to meet clients, to then they're taking clients to dinner, etc., etc. Then you have production planning for manufacturing, plant maintenance again for manufacturing. Then you have inventory solutions, because for inventories, if some of you are familiar with finance, you have very specific international standards that you need to fulfill when you're recording your inventory. Then you have your customer solutions, artificial intelligence, which is now being embedded into these solutions itself. But then you also have analytical cloud, SAC, which is your planning tool. You have BTP, which Ibrahim will cover later. Then you have cloud. Then you have SMEs and governance and security, because now it's also becoming a concern. With that, I will move a little forward. This is an example of customer stories that are successful who implemented SAP for different. Uh, they had the base one, but they added additional things related to SAP, additional modules, additional solutions. For example, you have Mercedes-Benz, then you have Maruti, you have PepsiCo, you have Coke, Marco Polo, Solar Industries. So a lot of those things are making use of not just the basic SAP S/4HANA, but on top, they're getting cloud solutions for them. For a lot of these customers, they're getting a module called multi-bank connectivity that is automated, that is on cloud. All your banking solution falls within that. Then all your, let's say, sorry, all your procurement, on top of your procurement solution, your vendor management solutions
resolution
also
when you're
fall
exporting it
within
and
these,
want to
like
use this
Ariba,
later. So
etc.
no resolution
So
lost
these
here.
clients
Also, I tested this
they
with
started on
people,
SAP a
with
while
pets,
ago,
and with
and
the
now they're just
watermark. Everything worked
moving
perfectly. The one
forward
thing
to
is
make
here,
their
obviously,
processes easy, to have to increase their productivity. When talking about business AI,
they want
basically
you
for
to
SAP, the
upgrade and
business
pay for
AI
other things within
focuses on
Adobe.
embedding
So the
artificial
editing option
intelligence
isn't
directly
available
into the
here
business
for
processes.
free. So again,
Instead
whatever it
of being a
calculates as the
separate
background,
tool,
that's what you're going to
it
get
becomes
for
part
the
of everyday
final version.
workflows.
You can't make
What
any
it does,
edits.
The customer very easily subscribe or get the license of BTP based on their usage. If someone says that I just want to build applications, they will just purchase those many number of credits and then build application. Okay, if let's say an organization is very matured, then they would like to more credits, let's say, so that they can also spend something on integration as well as on artificial intelligence. It's up to the customer what they want to do with this platform, and then they pay according to that. So this platform offers a lot of services in various domains. One of the domain, as you can see, is app dev and automation, wherein it provides a platform, or let's say an application, web application, through which you can build your own applications. Even someone within the organization who is not from IT, they can also do developments using something called low code, no code, right? This term is now very getting very famous nowadays, that business users can also build their application with using something called LCNC, wherein you are not supposed to know the programming concept, and then you can build your application. Automation is something, if you can use this domain to automate something which you are doing manually and which is taking a lot of time. So with that, it saves a lot of your time, and then you can invest that somewhere else. Data analytics, as Maria also said about SAP SAP Analytics Cloud, that is a platform which SAP provides for creating dashboards, so that the higher management can visualize how much sale is happening, where we are in terms of inventory. So those kind of intuitive dashboards you can build with data analytics area of BTP. Integrations, as I said, for connecting various applications. So SAP provides its own integration solution that is called SAP Integration Suite, or CPI. All right. So they are also providing some pre-built integrations with you can simply plug and play, and then it will start doing the job for you. Now at the very top you can see Joule agent, right? So now SAP also provide this AI offering, wherein Joule is something called is it's like a chat bot, or you can also think that like a chat GPT, but now in SAP world it is called as Joule. So it's embedded into various SAP solutions, be it S4 HANA, be it success factors, which is for HR solutions. With Joule you can simply interact, post your queries, and then Joule will respond back by gaining the data from backend S4 HANA system. All right. And then I go to the next slide. Okay, so I think pretty much we covered in into this, but going again a little bit. So application development, you can use CAP, Cloud Application Programming, all right, for building your applications. You can also use a platform where business user themselves can go and do their application development. Business process automation, this is the second domain of BTP, which can automate a lot of your processes, and then you do not have to do it on your own. For example, I can give a case wherein, let's say, a customer service department receives an order, uh, a requirement from some customer that I want to purchase these many number of products. Then the customer service would have to go into SAP and manually enter the details, punch the order, and then send an email to the customer saying that this is your order number, and then by so and so date it will be delivered. But all of this is manual process, right? So using business process automation, simply you can build a solution which will scan the customer emails. It will extract information from the PDF which customers are sending, and then it will create a order in SAP, and then it will also send an email. You do not have to do anything. All right. Now for doing this, you have to use various AI capabilities in of SAP, which is the last domain, AI and LLM. So in BTP, you can also use AI and large language model for extracting information, let's say from your email, from your PDF document, and then you can make use of that information in whatever manner you want to do. And then SAP also provides option of using any kind of LLM provider you want to use, be it Google Gemini, be it ChatGPT, or you can also use Mistral, you can also use Perplexity, any kind of LLM provider you can choose, and then you can build your AI solution with BTP. Okay, you can also build your chatbots for a specific scenario, and then it will do your job. All right. Then what about security and optimization, right? I think there were some questions in the chat also about optimization and security. So in SAP area, these are also domains wherein we have specialized consultants for doing system administration, right? So what SAP system administrator or basis administrator does, the person basically sets up your, let's say, the database. They take care of your system health scan. They also, look into, let's say, the patching and upgrade. So these are the guy who takes care of your entire system landscape and ensure that there are no, let's say, memory issue. There are no dumps or any kind of things which is stopping the end-to-end business cycles. Then we also have security consultants, right? Who, let's say, provide role-based access to various people within the organization. So let's say a person from finance, he should be only doing the finance posting. He should not be creating orders. So this kind of a user segregation of duty is done by the security people. And how they do it, basically they create some security roles, and then those roles basically they assign to various different people within the organization, right? They also set up SSO integration, which stands for single sign-on, right? So that you do not have to enter your credentials, and then you can simply go into SAP. And then they also ensure that SAP system is secured, let's say, from any kind of external attacks or any kind of threats. Then they also take care of the patching and so on. Now these two domain are also available in BTP, administration as well as security. So in case of BTP, what the administrator does is basically they set up various accounts for customer, sub account, global account. They also monitor the logs. Let's say if we are not over consuming the credits, so the customer should not get overcharged. So all of those kind of a monitoring the basis people in SAP BTP area does. They also set up some connectivity like cloud connector or destination service, which is used for your integrations. Then again, the security comes in BTP as well. In BTP, we have some sophisticated mechanisms, I would say, which are, let's say, identity provisioning service, IPS, as well as identity authentication service, through which you can control the access of your BTP applications. Okay, then I would say these are some of the offerings from TSN side. All right. So we are helping enterprises with some tailored SAP solutions on their digital transformation journey. I think Ahmed Umair would be talking about this in more detail in the coming slides. Then we also help with some custom SAP development services. If the organizations wants to build some custom application, mobile application in that area as well, we help. On the left hand side, if you see, it's about extending your SAP or S4 HANA application, right? Because the organization want to do something of their own also, because standard SAP solution does not cater to the need of the organization. In that case, we also help extending external S4 HANA solution as well. And SAP says that you should be keeping your core clean. That means you should not be making any, let's say, custom changes, or you should not be modifying your core S4 HANA system. Instead, you should do your customizations in BTP, so that tomorrow, if you want to do some kind of upgrade, then your core, which is for HANA, would be very much next to standard, and then it will be very easy to upgrade your system. So all of these things we take care when we are providing solutioning services to our customers, and then we are ensuring that the solutions which we are providing, be it application development, process innovation, AI, we try to stick to BTP, and then we try to keep the core clean. All right. Then I think I little bit touched upon already on these offerings of TSN, which are available with BTP. Okay. application development, be it explaining business people how to do using no code technology. We also do that so that they can build a UI, and then we take care of the backend part by providing some API which they can call from their UI, and then that's how we can do it in a faster manner instead of relying everything on the IT people. Automation, analytics, and artificial intelligence I already spoke about. Okay, so I'll not be covering in this slide again. Then this again talks about, next slide talks about security and administration capabilities of TS.
Have to, because if for example the mechanical engineer, he has completed his 4-year degree, so he don't have to spend his time on understanding the business or understanding the maintenance or mechanical engineering terms. He already know it. He just have to focus on the SAP, what SAP plant maintenance module or maintenance module or integrated business planning optimizer, a business planning module, what these modules are offering. So they have to learn it and then map it accordingly. Yes, Maria, please.
Omer Bhai, one thing I would like to add to answer this question is that I know that a lot of big companies, multinationals, every September and March, they have programs for fresh graduates. I know that in Europe, it's unpaid, but it's unpaid for 3 months. That lands you after 3 months to a job where you can actually start to grow into your career from level one. They take you to advanced levels. And the best way for somebody who has just graduated is to actually apply to these programs, and they don't have a very strict criteria, only that you have a master's or you are planning to have a master's. Not everybody has the criteria of having a master's. So even a bachelor's, you apply, you refer your friends, and there's a very good chance that if you don't get it in September, you get it in March or the next September. But it gets your foot in, it gets you a 3 months experience with the familiarity of the terms and and how the system works, and that can be a stepping stone to going into the field that you want to go.
Thank you,
Uh,
Manu. Please
Sorry.
share with us so we can email all of the participants for this information.
Sorry, Limcha, one thing I would like, we are different from the conventional training providers. We love to help resources, as Maria said. How they can start their careers by applying to the companies on internship, number one. Number two, they can actually get the access on SAP material. They'll start learning it. If they face any difficulty or an issue, they can contact us on our given numbers. We will love to help them.
Okay. So thank you very much for everyone to join this session, and it's a very wonderful, you can say, the morning. Because so I would like to thank you, Umair and Mahanur and Ibrahim and all people, and we hope you can find today's webinar valuable, and someone might get chance to tune their career in this field. So thank you again to everyone, and wish you a best weekend. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Assalamu
So,
alaikum.
Thank you,
Salim
everybody. Have a
bhai,
lovely
just one request to the speakers, if they could provide or share, if it's shareable, their slide deck, so
Yes.
that we could post it on the NEDAC website along with the video that they recorded.
So we can take the slide from there. What Mary said.
Yes, we will share it.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So we can email to everyone. Thank you very much.
Alaikum, Dr. Alim and Omer Saab, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, all good. How are you guys?
Good, good. Very informative training session webinar. Just one quick request that if you can establish proper contact, rather a continuous based contact with Dr. Alim Alvi, because if any of our NEDAC member needs some help or any NEDian needs help, I mean, you two guys can get together and provide the needed help.
Definitely, we love to do that.
Dr. Saab? Yes.
So yeah, so we are here and we are in contact with the mayor and his team. So whoever, anybody can get help from him and guidance, and so inshallah.
Umair, is there any stats available? Which package is the topmost in demand? There are a lot of packages I understand in SAP. Which ones are the top ones?
Here are, it basically depends on the company's requirement, the company's need, what package or what solution you are going to opt. For example, if you are looking for any nuclear power plant or any electrical power generation company, there would be a different thing. If you are looking for a small, medium, small size organization, there would be a different. It depends on it. SAP S/4HANA, it's a pure complete application, which can be tailored or can be reduced based on the organization need. And Javed sir, one more thing, we have shared our contract for, as you said earlier, for NED or NEDAC employees or NED alumni. You can share our contact details with them. It's already available. And we love to, if they can contact us with a reference of NEDAC, we'll definitely love to help them. Not only, we love to help all of our colleagues or any one of them who needs our support or any help.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
So now again, I'm thank you for everyone to join this webinar, and see you next time or next month with a new topic.